I just did a whole checklist with you, and I didn't have the camera on. I get scarier and scarier every day to myself. What I did was cord out of the way for the light. Pretty much, yep. Deleted photos off my camera so I have room. Yep. I have a plan, slightly. Yep. The dog is going crazy because the husband just went to the grocery store. We have 14-ish coming tomorrow, depending on how many people, today for you, how many people bring fingerling peoples. Bella can't come, our granddaughter, because she's got strep and flu, and these are older members of our family and my husband's family, and it's not necessary for them to see her and risk them getting sick. And she's got strep and some form of a flu. That's all the doctor could commit to. I won't even let my husband go around her. She dropped her phone for probably the 17th time. And we bought her a new one for about the 17th time. This is why you don't give 11-year-old, 12-year-olds phones. But whatever. My opinion only. Or at least irresponsible ones. Anyhow, all that to say, he took it over there. I said, don't you go in that house. He goes, well, I'm not going in the house. I'm going to leave it in the mailbox and call her. I'm like, okay, great. Anyhow, all of that to say, my mind is racing. I'm making 2 videos today, so I don't have to worry about one tomorrow because we're having lunch. And when you don't do this entertaining, even though it's just family, we see some of them once a year, you get out of practice. And I used to do it a lot. I was like, oh gosh, this brand is smaller than that brand. I need another can of this. Oh, I needed 8 cups of cornbread? Oh, okay. All that's happening right now. Luckily, I'm making most of the stuff and putting stuff in the casserole dishes to bake ahead of time today. Yesterday was washing all the stuff on the bookcases. My sister brought me a bunch of turkeys. We're having a mini Thanksgiving. This is a tradition in my family, husband's family, since he was a little boy. That was a very long time ago. Oh, very long time ago. Generations and generations. 3 generations have come through this tradition. And it was the first Saturday in December. The family got together. Anybody under 12 got a Christmas present from... Everybody got presents for all the kids that were under 12. Well, now... people have died off. All the grandkids live way too far away to come. We never see... Some of them we have never seen. And we just decided amongst ourselves, yes... The grandmothers, the matriarchs of the family came up with this idea. Yes, it was awesome. Yes, they used to live all in the same county before. If not, most of them in the same town or close to it, the next town over. And that just doesn't happen anymore. And 2 of us are in the Columbia area. 1 is in Greenville. 1 is at the beach. So, and they're grandchildren are in different states, different cities, different locations from what we all live in, even other places. And it just doesn't work. So we decided we would, whoever was, because it rotates between family every year, and whoever was in charge can make the decision on the date and can make the decision on the meal. It used to be pretty much the same thing. So I'm doing it. This is my turn this year, and I'm doing a mini Thanksgiving. Minus the turkey, replacing it with ham. Hams are expensive anymore. Holy mackerel. Anyhow, all of that to say, our person here that we're basing loosely our journal on is also preparing for Thanksgiving. But she does it in such a humongous way in real life that it takes staff and months to prepare. But, my linens didn't come from a linen shop in France behind the Louvre. So, mine came from Bed Bath & Beyond. And beyond! Anyhow, but this is a true part of what she really does. She organizes plaid shirts for them to wear in the fall. Her help. So, let's just go with that and pretend like we're organizing plaid shirts. Now, I did include a picture at the very beginning of a red plaid that my possibly great grandmother did at art school. She was in the first class of women to graduate from the University of Michigan in the art program, or just period, first class of women. But that was a study she had to do. And my mom and dad framed it years and years and years ago. They were good friends with a man that had a frame business, and they got a lot of nice things framed over the years. And that was one of them. And that hangs in my craft room here. Now, what is this? This is the cover of that book that I was basing some of my spreads on. This. I just find that, I don't even know what it says. Might say some of the titles that she used in here. Oh gosh, I mean, look at this. Look at this. If this wasn't so expensive, I would buy another one and use things like this for paper, or this linen blouse. I could have used that yesterday. I'm sure that comes from the Soft Goose in France. But I mean, look at this. Look at that. Oh. This is not unlike some of the things that Robin McClendon does. In fact, I'm sure she was the one that recommended this. These might be some of her props. I mean, oh, okay, that's what it is. It's some of these titles that she has used, but they're all mishmashed. Not unlike what Allie Edwards has done. But I just thought they were beautiful. And they might, oh, look, I mean, look at that. All the indigo. If they have an indigo class at the museum, I'm taking it this winter. Oh, travelers, musicians. Oh, look at that. Oh, that would be kind of cool. We could do this. And name different plaid names. I don't know what they are, though. But we could just put... Should have printed 2 of those. I have this size, which is a little bit smaller. Back up. Luckily, we have beautiful weather tomorrow. It's going to be sunny. Supposed to rain on Sunday. I'm holding that weatherman to that. We've been sleeping with our windows open right now. We've had some really hot fall, muggy fall days. Now, I'm thinking of, how could I do this? Let me see what's in this mishmash of paper in here. Oops, sorry. Did I just drop my sermon pages on you? I'm so sorry. All right. We think that the dog was so upset with the nurse yesterday. If you didn't see yesterday's video, the dog bit the home health care nurse. Nipped her. That's a gorgeous color right there. Ooh, that's beautiful. I might use that. She didn't break this. He didn't break the skin. Oh, that one has perforation. But it was a little alarming. But we have decided. I'm pretty sure I have a plaid stamp, but I don't want to do all that today. We have decided. Ooh, here's another pretty green. Let's do these. That he is kind of like a service dog to my husband without being certified. He's certified, all right, but it's not in service. I kind of wanted to use Grand Teton, but I may not, because this is just gorgeous. And then I'm going to put this down and create a background for these. But I'm going to use like names of plaids. And then I got to come up with a story because I don't know what I'm going to do yet. And I could put the story here and the plaid here. Yes, I like this. But I wish I had some stone paper. and kind of make this smaller and make the names like, let me think. Okay, I told myself I was not going to do a voiceover for today. So if you see me talking to you, I really did not want to do a voiceover, but I was up to 47 and a half minutes, and I still have 2 more clips to add. So it's voiceover time, and my stapler was acting up, of course. But the page from the book is stapled, so I wanted to kind of replicate all of that, but alas, the stapler did not want to cooperate. So I think I started about 3 stories in the last clip and don't know if I finished any of them. Yes, we think the dog feels like he is a service dog to my husband without being certified in training. He's certifiably insane, but he's not certified. So we feel like he needed to guard him a little bit, and that nurse, was taking his temperature and asking him questions and feeling his pulse. And when she reached out to touch his wrist for the pulse thing, the dog just grabbed her hand. And I was like, ay, 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 ay. I said, please don't sue us. Did you tell her you were a lawyer? Please don't sue us. Anyhow, she was supposedly a dog lover, didn't get upset. The skin was not broken. He was protecting Ken, and we shall see. Hopefully nothing happens. He did pass his home health care. It's something that the insurance institutes when you're a certain age to prevent them from having to pay more medical bills in case nobody knows you're sick. So they come and check on you. Anyhow, this is where I decided to do my labels, and it took me a very long time. I came up with 7 because, I love the number 7. And I was trying to cut them out of this green sermon paper, keep that constant. And a couple of the pieces, the way I cut them, have the word sermon on them. And I did not want that. So I cut, enough down to get 7 vertically, the line's going vertical. I sent my husband to the grocery store this morning with a grocery list from this paper, and he goes, can you make the lines any smaller? I can't read this. I'm like, sorry. Anyhow, I wanted to number them kind of like they were in the book with, stamps not perfectly stamped. That's conducive to my plan. And not perfect at all anywhere. And I really do like the way this turned out. For some reason, that script just talks to me. Now, the green plaid paper is from, I think, Freckled Fawn. I got a couple kits, maybe like 6 months worth of kits from them, and that was enough for me. I'm not a huge fan of Freckled Fawn, but they were pretty, and this one worked. So, that's a good fan for me. Good enough fan. So, now I'm doing my numbers, and yes, you're seeing some of the block, but that's okay. This is a cheap block that I got off of Amazon, but it looks beautiful. But it's really not. It's not one of these beautiful ones from Japan, from an ancient cave somewhere up in the Japanese maple gardens. I don't know. It's not. It's from Amazon, China, the Orient. So I labeled them Balmoral, Black Watch, tattered sail, houndstooth, shepherd, window pane, and Wallace green. So those are real names of real plaids according to their internet. And I decided to make my checklist as if I was going through the list, and I chose Balmoral. Now, oh dear, here comes a dog. Okay, now time to glue these components down and try to figure out what my journaling is going to be about and how I'm going to do it. So I decided that yes, that other side on the left-hand side needed to be the background for the text. I've got my green paper out so it all matches and tried to trim it down good enough. And I actually ended up doing a tip up flap, and bordered it with that green paper, the leftover border from the right-hand side. And yes, those sticking out parts are not going to work when I do my tip up, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. And here's me thinking, And I did finally get it all down, and here I am trying to do some kind of little flap thing. Maybe not the best flap. Might have to regroup on that, but not today. I did figure out that I needed to cut those green edges pair or even with the tip in flap. But my journaling flipped over to the next page, so you got to do what you got to do. I'm going to read you the journaling now. I don't always go to such detail for every holiday, but Thanksgiving smells and colors just demand details. So a little extra is fun. The farm and house staff love wearing plaid shirts in the fall. I research different plaid origins and choose a plaid for them. The Scottish Highlands still have some beautiful weavers, and that is usually my favorite source for fabric. This year we all are wearing Balmoral in honor of the Queen. That is a real name of a plaid. Balmoral was her favorite home. I had the honor of meeting with the Queen one day years ago. We talked farms, tea, and horses. We both love our horses and actually our dogs too. What a legacy she left. So, if you come to my house for Thanksgiving, my staff will be wearing Balmoral plaid in honor of the Queen. Not really. You're lucky if we have matching clothes. Not each other, but just the outfit itself matches. Anyhow, fun. And not the same colors I've been doing. Yay. No drawing either, but oh well. Maybe tomorrow. What is tomorrow? Oh, we might get brown tomorrow. Okay, let's see. Bye. Thanks for watching.